Hey, good luck out there, kid.
Hey, thanks, Sarge. I appreciate you.
Hey, Che.
What's
I
up?
need you with the rest of the starters. We're gonna take a pic for social.
A picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go. All right, gentlemen, let's huddle up here for photo. Get all in there. All right, group up a little bit more. Okay, why don't you guys take a big step back? That look good? Okay. All right, thanks everyone. Thank you so much. It's gonna turn out fun.
Oh, they had fashion on their minds as they entered the building. Soon, the only thing the Spurs will be thinking about is a win here at home. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. And David.
And a fresh...
Thanks, David. Shea as marketable, Greg, as they get.
And I'm not too surprised that Shea's already landing sponsors. I mean, he has the game, the personality, and he has a lot of people rooting for him.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Avery Bradley, and it's Howard in at the 5. And for San Antonio, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Murray out there with Derek White, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Where you start in the standings could be very different, Clark, from where you finish. As a team, what do you do to continue to improve as the season goes on?
I think it's a combination of little things and guys getting more familiar and more accepting of their roles. But I think it's always attention to detail, Kevin. That's really where teams make the most improvement, not forgetting the little things on a daily basis, the habits that produce winning over time.
Bradley finds James. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
14 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. LeBron's got 5 now.
Analytics says that you should ignore the mid-range jumper. No, not with LeBron. With him shooting, I'll bank on any shot he takes.
Now the pass to Gay. Inside. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist from Gay.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Aldridge, the pass to Murray. 2 points, that one goes. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding. Well, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005, and amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010.
Just 3 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A moment here to see the numbers for James. Third in shooting percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And it's a strong accomplishment. Third best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him.
That's going to make a defender think twice about getting in Che's way next time. Posterize.
And after shutting it down early, this was the longest offseason of LeBron's career.
Yeah, and a chance for him, guys, perhaps to recover from years of deep playoff runs. I know he wouldn't want it that way, but he'll take advantage of the fact that he didn't have to wear his body out as much as he has in the past. And criticized and counted out, you knew he'd be motivated to come back strong.
Aldridge kicks to Murray. To the inside, and stolen by Che. Well, you knew it was a matter of time before this team made the adjustment. Che now officially a starter for them going forward.
And being a starter wasn't handed to Che. And the fact that he had to fight his way up the pecking order of the roster should make this mean all that much more to him. Easy call to move him into the starting lineup with how he's played.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he is checked in for Aldridge. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And it's Mills in for Murray. It's DeRozan with the drive. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. On the wing, Green. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Pirtle kicks to Forbes. He's looking for Lyles and finds him. To Pirtle. The three. Rebounded by the Lakers. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Outside DeRozan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Kuzma passes to Che. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Mills, basket good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Shea outside. Kicks it to McGee. Green, the pass to Waiters. To the paint. It's stolen by Lyles. Here is Forbes from deep three-point. Wow!
He got it in!
How about that? Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Los Angeles on top, up by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Spurs. Jakob Pirtle up there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Waiters. It's blocked. They get it back. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go from deep. And Jay gets it to go on the assist from Green. And that's now 11 points for Jay. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Knicks in New York. And Mills kicks to Lyles. Here is Forbes, guarded by Green, and finished off by DeRozan.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. And it's Avery Bradley in for Dion Waiters. Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup against the Rockets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here's Aldridge. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Down low. Over Howard. Aldridge. Good.
You have to D Aldridge up better than that. I mean, especially when he's roaming around this area of the floor.
And here is Los Angeles now. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
In the foul. One second left. And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers lead by 14. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Che, your first career start in an NBA game. You looked comfortable out there. Was this as good a performance as you could have hoped for?
Absolutely, DA, man. It definitely taken some adjustment, but I've, had the support of my teammates, the coaching staff, and the fans every step of the way. They believe it that, I'm a starter, and I hope my play has done enough to keep, that belief going strong.
Well, they've got a lot of information to work with, and you've done great so far. Thanks for your time. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Work out there, Che. Appreciate it, Coach.
Stay on it, Rook.
Yeah, I like the energy. Keep it up. Yes, sir.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Shea. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Shea knows to have his head up at all times, scanning the floor, because that way you can deliver to an open teammate on time, on target.
Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
No good on the free throw.
DeJounte Murray played just one season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford. And as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 17. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. White, wide open. He fired. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
LeBron against DeRozan. James. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those specially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track. Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And Jay gets it to go on the assist by Davis. 17 points for Jay.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on JaVale McGee. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Waiters. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. The Lakers, number 1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Pass to Che. And they double up Che. Kuzma against DeRozan. To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you've heard the saying on Death in Texas. The San Antonio Spurs might be that third thing you can count on.
Yeah, I agree. A model of consistency, and that starts with culture and chemistry and commitment. And they play smart, they play together, and they rarely beat themselves. And that's one of the reasons the Spurs have been one of the greatest pro sports franchises in history over the last 25 years. Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Mills finds DeRozan. Knocks it loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And let's take a look at Che. Some stats here. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting. And he's one of the most creative passers in the game. Ranked 3rd overall in assists per.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Mills passes to Lyles. Morris against DeRozan, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
It's understandable that DeRozan was hurt when the Raptors traded him. He used it, though, in a positive way to motivate himself to playing at a high level in San Antonio.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Che kicks to McGee. Lakers passing it around. Back to Che. And there's the feed to McGee. And he gets the bucket. McGee's got his second basket.
Very tough hoop there for McGee. Even though he's in tight, guys, it takes a lot of focus to convert over that kind of defense.
Here's Lyles. Good work defensively by Morris.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Mills with it. Morris is there. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, in the loaded West, DeMar DeRozan, not an all-star last season after being one multiple times in the East. His first time missing the festivities in 4 seasons.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Medu, he's checked in for Perk. Gay comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Bradley's checked in for the Lakers.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 10. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession.
Here's Mills. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.
Hey, Jet here, man. I thought you guys came out focused and prepared. And once you built that lead, man, you never let up.
Well, step 1 was to close the door and then come back. Step 2, though, we wanted to give our followers a show, no matter how they were watching. We wanted our performance to turn up their screens, because without them, without their energy behind us, we'd be low-key lost in the sauce.
Well, you weren't low-key lost. You played great.
Che, talk about your defense a little. What helped you lead the team in steals tonight?
Winning the turnover battle is huge, Patty, so I'm always trying to get my hands on the ball. And in general, I think my defense awareness is getting better, too. So I'm able to see the ball, see my man, and read the offense at a high level.
Great, thanks, Che.
All good. Ted, you're the man.
Che, talk to me about your first start. How did it feel out there? It looked like you were pretty comfortable.
Oh, man, it's so dope. You know, it's always been a dream of mine to be a starter in NBA. Yeah, it feels good, man. I just hope I can build on this, you know, and string together a bunch of good games. Because honestly, for me, the sky's the limit. And I feel like I don't have a ceiling right now. There's no pinnacle.
Che, do any moments from tonight stand out to you? Something you'll remember years from now?
You know, it's funny. I remember real specifically that feeling of, you know, waiting for the tip and just the electricity in the crowd. I remember looking around at my teammates and seeing everyone locked in, ready for battle. It was great, man. I just hope I've, you know, done enough to earn my spot and make these guys believe in me and what I can bring to this team.
Player of the Week is a pretty big deal. What are your thoughts on outplaying the entire NBA for a week?
This is pretty much a team award to me. You know, everyone did their jobs, and I just happened to shine. But it could be any of us. So shouts out to my guys, man. Without them, I'm not putting up any of these numbers.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. Let's jump right in and play some 2K.
A couple of weeks ago, we caught up with Warriors rookie Eric Paschall, and I challenged him to a game of 2K.
"2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, NBA fans. In tonight's presentation, the New Orleans Pelicans face off against the Los Angeles Lakers. And looking at Los Angeles, they've definitely been generating.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the task ahead. The New Orleans Riverfront, we are nearly ready for the tip-off, but, well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Reddit.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Shea. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ball kicks to Williamson. You know, Steve, for teams that are already struggling big time, what's a sign that the ship is going to be difficult to turn the other way and get back on track?
I think, Kevin, body language and obviously what they're saying in the media. There are some teams, you watch them, guys hit a three-point shot, they come to the bench. No one's up clapping, no one's communicating with each other. Those are the teams I think is very hard to turn around.
Just 5 on the clock. Holiday with the 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. The Lakers with a quick start to this game, getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Ball against Bradley. Outside Holiday. That's tipped and stolen by Shea. He kicks to Howard. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's 6 points for Shea.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yes, out on the road, it's hard to overcome missed opportunities, even when you're playing hard.
And And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of November. It's interesting to see how the teams compare. You look at the Pelicans. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
The pass to Holiday. They need this. Count it.
This is where Holiday's really improved, working off ball and sinking jump shots.
Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Down low. Holiday with the three. No good on the shot. And it's the Lakers the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embraced the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
They retain possession, and they're able to recover.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously, skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Good, and the assist goes to Che. Che's got 4 assists in the game.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Some changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Green, he's checked in for James. And it's Waiters in for Avery Bradley.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Redick dishes the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hart. Over Che. No good off the back of the rim. Lakers leading by 16. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
And the dunk by Che.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Outside, Redick. Back to Ball. Here's Hart, guarded by Kuzma. Hart the pass to Hayes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Passes it to Green. Kuzma kicks to Waiters. To the paint, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And so it's Los Angeles, taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Green is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Che in at the three spot. And that one's good. Green.
Fantastic ball movement. Really unselfish play by Che. But what else is new?
Now Ball. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. It was shot by Redick. No good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Dishes to Okafor. The shot misses. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And here they go. And Green slams it in.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And Redick, here we go. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. And it's Avery Bradley in for Dion Waiters. Shea dishes to Davis. And yes, it's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For New Orleans, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Holiday goes in. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all three levels.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Well, we've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
Well, I think that...
With one on the clock. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Los Angeles. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
Kevin, thanks. A double-double for you, Che, at the half. You know they're going to try and stop you the second half. How do you adjust?
Hey, I just gotta stay aggressive out there, you know? I know as long as I'm engaged and pushing the action, I'm gonna put up the numbers. And as you can see, I'm fully engaged tonight, man. It's just clear.
You have been an operational Death Star in the first half for sure. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Beautiful execution, the rhythm, the timing, and Avery's a good finisher off the catch.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night here. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Free throw good, James. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Launches it. And Shea gets it to go on the assist by James. Shea's got 19 points. Now here is Holiday, covered by Shea. Bradley against Ball. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. Rebound the Lakers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that one falls for Ingram.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And Dion Waiters subbed in for James. Waiters, again the Lakers.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all. I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open. So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Here's Ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Waiters. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shea passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Ball against Bradley. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Holiday looking for an opening. Double team on Holiday. Here's Ingram. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for the matchup with the Suns, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Avery Bradley. From deep 3-point range, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
The Pelicans have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And the first one drops. Both free throws good for Ingram.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Inside, here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Outside, Redick. Ingram passes to Okafor. The dish to Redick. Kicks to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For New Orleans, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Waiters with the ball. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you. Steve Smith and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Hey, this is Kenny here, man. You were phenomenal and a catalyst for this offense tonight. Talk about the responsibility of keeping everybody involved.
To be honest, Kenny, it's the heart of what I do. Everyone has a role to play, man. Mine is to make sure we just keep moving, keep working for the best shot. Because the struggle is definitely real, man. You can't afford empty possessions in this league.
No question, in the heart of the team, you are it.
New career high in threes for you tonight, Che. How long before you break this new mark?
I don't know. A week? I don't plan on slowing down, Vinny. I'm the man.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time, Che.
All right, V. Y'all be cool.
Thanks, Che. You guys have a pretty nice win streak going on, but I'm wondering if there's anything you can improve on. How do you keep pushing yourself when the team is finding so much success?
That's a good question, Patty. To me, my motivation is all internal. And I want to be the best player I can be. Actually, I want to be the best player in the league, to be honest. So, whether or not we're winning, that doesn't matter to me. I'm going to work on my game just as hard no matter what.
Nice game, Che. I bet you wish you could play these guys every night.
Hey, man, I'm not about to sit here and trash those guys, all right? I have a lot of respect for them. It just wasn't their night. Win some, you lose some.
Welcome to 2K TV. Today I am playing Eric Pascal in a game to 2K. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, ready to play.
I'm a Laker fan.
Rhetorical question, but you know what I love about Che Hornet?
Ooh, his sense of style?
No.
Game
That's a good guess.
His name.
Wrong again.
His sense of the moment.
Ding, 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 correct! loose, the bells ring, confetti flies. This kid is not shying away.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Now it's ended down today. And fantastic as always, David. Thank you. Shea certainly had his ups and downs, Greg, along the way.
Well, ultimately, having to fight for a spot in this league may make him a better player. He's already been tested and come out on top.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura out there with Brown, and it's Wagner in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Bradley, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains, a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either. Bradley against Wall. Outside, Beal from the arc. And the rebound goes to Howard. From past the arc. And Shea gets it to go on the assist by Howard. Shea's got 5 points so far. A slow start for Washington in this one. It's a 5-point game. The kick out to Wall. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Releases. Again, Los Angeles.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense. Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Shea outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Don't let that humble attitude fool you. Shea wants to prove himself on every possession.
The pass to Wagner. Here's Hachimura. He started by Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Beal gets a wide open look, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, Bradley Beal, we know this, has been an elite three-point shooter from the time he stepped between the lines in the NBA. This guy is ready to roll.
Got that one up quick. 13 points for Shea.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
It's stolen by Bradley. Howard dishes to Shea. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Shea's got 19 points.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? A change in the front office. The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. Green, he's checked in for James. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Bradley. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Ryan, he's checked in for Wagner. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Troy Brown. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for John Wall. And for the Wizards and their new front office doors, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? For too long, there had been a lack of accountability in D.C., and I think once they address that, the rest of the rebuild could come easier.
Now, here's Napier. McGee with the block. Pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Green with the ball. Waiters for three. Sinks the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Wizards trail by 15. And here's Napier. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing. Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
For the three, and another three for the Lakers.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here is Smith. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. The three. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Beal deciding where to go with it. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Well, this guy has a reputation for being a lock.
And so is Jay, making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's got 8 three-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Napier. Bradley Beal is out there with Davis Bertans. And there's Bryant, and it's Smith in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Bertans. He's guarded by Waiter. Bertans can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Smith. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Che.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Now Napier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. To the inside, Smith. Good D by Che. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to get you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Some changes for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Danny Green. And it's Avery Bradley in for Dion Waiters. Wall against Kuzma, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
Sometimes that's the best you can hope for with Wall inside. Send him to the charity stripe.
The Wizards shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And glad to see John Wall back out there after fighting back from his Achilles injury he suffered in early 2019.
And obviously, Kevin, an Achilles injury is very worrisome for any athlete, but particularly one like John Wall, whose speed is a major part of his game. But boy, he looks good out there, and you hope he avoids any more injuries the rest of his career.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Well, the tools, the instincts to do this on a more regular basis are certainly there for Marquise Morris. He gets every bit of that one. I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Will it go? Here's Wagner. Plays it up and banks it in.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Shea outside. There's 1:38 left in the second quarter. The shot's good. Shea's got 40 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Round the pass to Mahimi. Pass to Hachimura. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for LeBron.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Hachimura the pass to Wagner. Wall against Bradley. Wall looking it over. Over Davis. Mahimi trying to get open. And again, Washington no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Boy, that's some big-time energy out of Shea. Simply running the floor, getting an easy opportunity.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Wall against Davis. Pass to Wagner. Here's Hachimura. And it's blocked by Bradley. And here we go. Shea heading to the hoop. Count the basket. Shea's got 47 points.
Well, zero hesitation from Shea right there. Rise and fire with authority.
From deep three-point range. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Thanks, guys. Huge first half for you, Che. You carried the load for your team. What can we see from you in the second half?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. Foul.
Hey, all eyes on me. All right, nice work out there. I like the attention to detail. I like the hustle. I like the sense of urgency y'all are playing with. All right, now,
I want y'all to put a body on someone constantly. All right? Anytime that ball is up for grabs, put a body on it. All right? Make them feel you. I want these guys to be sick and tired of you by the end of this game. All right? So get physical, push them around. That's how we put them away. All right, bring it in. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but
good. Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
we call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Wagner. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Outside, Beal. And another miss by Washington.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
And again for 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Down low, it's stolen by Davis. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Good, another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Now he's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
I'll tell you, we knew he could shoot with range, but this barrage of threes has been nothing short of spectacular.
A platoon swap. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Waiters. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Che, you now have the mark for most made threes in a game, breaking Klay Thompson's record. How big was the basket looking tonight?
Hey, all I'm saying is looked as big as a hula hoop out there, if I'm being real. Look, shout out to Klay. Sorry for taking the record, dog, but hey, you're one of the greatest shooters I ever to play. I don't have to break that mark, man.
Well, somebody's going to break yours one day, but it may take some time. Congratulations, guys.
All right, David, thank you.
Yo, Che, what's up? I want you to meet Chris. He trains a lot of our guys in the offseason.
Oh, I know Chris, man. I follow you on Instagram. What's up?
Big fan of your game, Che.
For real?
Yeah, gotta respect someone that stands up for what's right.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
So look, if you ever want to get in the gym, just hit me up. We can get to work.
For sure.
You got a lot of trust in Chris, all right? Use him. He's a good resource.
Will do, man. I'll take you up on that.
Appreciate the trust, Coach.
All right, guys.
Nice job on the glass tonight, Che.
I appreciate that, Ted.
So how's it feel to lead the team in rebounding for the first time?
I'm always looking to take on a bigger role and get more responsibility. So it feels good to go out there and show these guys that I can take on my fair share.
Great, thanks, Che.
Well.
It seems like three-point records are broken every day in the league. But still, most three-pointers in a game? Whew. I mean, that's got to feel pretty special.
Hey, no doubt, Patty. It is special. And guess what? I'm a special player. I'm a competitor. I want to be the best, and until someone comes around and knocks me off, I'm at the top, baby. So I feel real good about that.
No rookie in NBA history has scored as many points in a single game as you did tonight, Che. That's an incredible accomplishment.
I appreciate that, Patty.
What does an accomplishment like that mean to you, given where you came from at the start of the season?
You know me, Patty. I don't play for individual accomplishments. But anytime you break a record like that, and surpassing a guy like Wilt, it's big. But I think a lot of that comes from just me landing in the right situation. I'm in great hands here, and everyone's helped my game develop to new heights. So it's a team effort, not just me.
Hey, Che, you got a sec?
Ted, I got time for you, brother.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. You really had it going on out there tonight. What do you think kept you in the zone?
I hit a couple early, and once I got that feeling, it was lights out, Ted. Not too many people can stop me when I'm on my A game, so got the ball rolling.
Awesome. Thanks, Che. Always a pleasure.
All good. Hey, that story's coming along, Ted?
Absolutely. They should seal it.
Nice. Hey, my PR sent you some tickets, all right?
Thank you. Just let me know if you need anything.
Yo, Chris, what's Zam?
Yo, Che, what's good? Ready to put this work in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Sure.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Yo,
Hey,
watch
he can ball, huh?
Hey! Shot! Someone help out! Shooting it! Hey, yeah, keep shooting that! Who got ball? Who got ball? Everybody on him! You can't stop this! Up! Box up! Good shot! Good shot!
Turn it up! Turn it up! Yeah, let's go! Let's do it!
Shut up! Go Rockets! Someone get this all day! Oh, this is all day! There you go! There you go! That's all day! Shooting that, man. Keep it up.
Hey,
You
he
can't
can ball,
shoot
huh?
that, man. Keep shooting that. Hey, hit that all day. Oh, get up! Someone get on him.
Focus! Focus!
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Way to knock those down. Shot all day. Someone get on him. You can't stop me. Box out. Oh, come on, guys. I'm gonna keep feeding you. Keep shooting. No. Keep shooting that, man. Oh, just heating up. All day, baby. All day.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Ah, too easy. Baby.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Shut up! Shut up! Jump on him! Hey! Oh, fire, baby! Oh, you on fire, baby!
Nice work. That was good.
Thanks, man.
Look, you keep working the way you did, sky's the limit. No doubt in my mind.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
Hit me up next time you want to work. I basically live in the gym.
Sure. I'll hit you up, bro.
All right.
All right, peace. Hey, don't kill nobody on the court, all right?
you.